Welcome, warm greetings, and congratulations to you, graduates of the TIE class of 2021. It's my privilege and my pleasure to salute you on this wonderful occasion. A joyful moment we celebrate with glad hearts and gusto, even while we all wish we were sharing today's excitement face to face. To your families, your loved ones, and friends, let me introduce myself. I'm Joe Blatt, Senior Lecturer at HGSE and Faculty Director of the Technology, Innovation, and Education program. I really wish I could host you all here in Cambridge and tell you each how much we've appreciated the opportunity to study with your child or partner or parent this year. To our distinguished graduates, in just a few minutes, I will acknowledge each of you and present your Master's in Education diploma. But let me first reflect briefly on your experience at Harvard. During a year we can all agree, without exaggeration, was a year like no other. It's essential to acknowledge the grim headlines of this past year: the disruptive and deadly pandemic, the relentless malice and horrifying violence perpetrated against Black people, the sickening eruption of hate and abuse against Asian and Asian American people, the insults to democracy dramatized by the seizure of the U.S. Capitol, and the equally troubling spread of autocracy and authoritarianism around the world. As I say, that would be a natural, meaningful, and significant focus for reflection today. But instead, I want to be more positive and more personal, to stay closer to the lived experience of the TIE class of 2021. That's why I invited you, our graduating students, to tell me about your proudest accomplishments and your most vivid memories of this year. And now I want to play back some of what you told me. For some of you, the combination of sorrow and exhilaration began well before you enrolled. One student wrote, "In February 2020, I lost my father. No one saw it coming. I didn't even have the chance to say goodbye to him. I was walking in the dark and immersed in the pain. Then, in March, I received an email with the title, 'Your HGSE application.' I still remember when I logged in and saw a screen of confetti falling down. I started crying. It was a stream of light shining through my life, and I knew my Father is still loving me from above and proud of what I have accomplished." For others, daunting challenges arose during the year. One student wrote of lying on the floor with his wife while gunshots rang outside their window. Another survived a major operation during J-term and still managed to complete her course. For most of you, the key memories are less dramatic, but nonetheless transformative, focusing on what you have achieved in your studies and in your co-curricular activities. Here's a sample of some of your reflections. I'm particularly proud of designing and programming a game that's a playful way for students to explore computational thinking. As co-chair, I led a team that successfully staged the 12th China Education Symposium, gaining a tremendous 70,000 views in China and the US. Despite undergoing treatment for autoimmune diseases, I finished an original research paper that I presented at multiple research seminars and submitted to AERA. I'm proud and honored to have organized and facilitated the Black and Asian Solidarity Panel back in March. I didn't fully realize until afterward how much it meant to people for this conversation to have happened. A few classmates and I started the Innovation Design Club to bring together the community around our shared passion for innovative solutions. I'm so happy to say that IDC has spawned a group of best friends who hang out virtually every Friday. Some of you shared even more personal moments of learning and of growing. I'm proud of making a conscious effort to raise my Zoom hand and participate in the discussion at least once for every class session. One important thing that I accomplished this year was creating, writing, and illustrating a children's book about teeth brushing, mental health, and identity development. My biggest achievement was learning to read dense articles in a short time and getting comfortable with writing extensively, skills I will carry with me forever. And one of you submitted an accomplishment we could all relate to. The past year is the longest period of time that I stayed with my parents since senior year of high school. I could go on, enumerating your exciting projects and striking achievements, from developing educational products at the iLab to creating courses for middle school students in China, becoming close to faculty advisors and hardworking TFs, and engaging in tough conversations on inclusion, diversity, and social justice. But instead, I want to conclude with big picture views that you've shared, broad statements of lessons learned, insights achieved, and memories imprinted that you're taking with you into the next chapter of your lives. I suspect many of you will resonate with this recollection. I spent a lot of time having imposter syndrome and wondering if I belonged at Harvard. What I came to realize is that the affinity spaces and TFs and faculty I engaged with all had the same message. We belong here. Those affirming messages supported me, especially on the days when turmoil in the world was a lot to handle. Echoing this, another one of you wrote, "I'm proud of being productive and growing personally, academically, and professionally. And I'm proud of giving myself a chance to experience a little bit of utopia in these otherwise dystopian times." Despite those tensions of the larger world, the relentless threat of COVID-19, and the stresses of collaborating at a distance, your comments center on the community of mutual respect, affection, and learning that you created for yourselves. Here's what you said about your peers. "I met warm friends who are caring, passionate, committed, creative, and who want to make education accessible for all. I've been fortunate to collaborate with enthusiastic, driven, and authentic people. My lens through which I view people has been vastly widened, and I now have a whole new perspective on how to motivate and inspire learners. So proud to be part of this incredible community. I believe we will have bonded forever over this most challenging and rewarding academic year. I cannot wait to meet in person in May 2022. And finally, one student voiced the sense of renewal, growth, and gratitude that I hope you all can echo and own. I felt a sort of homecoming coming to this program. I reconnected with poetry as a means of expression and reflection. I led meditations at the beginning of some classes and worked alongside compassionate, empathetic, and equity-driven educators to leverage technology to solve educational problems. I truly feel like I did exactly what I came here to do. Endless thank yous to everyone in this community. And thanks to all of you for sharing such eloquent and encouraging reflections on an extraordinary time in all our lives. And now it's my privilege to recognize and celebrate each graduate of the Technology, Innovation, and Education class of 2021. We begin with the Intellectual Contribution Award recipient for the Technology, Innovation, and Education program, Vincent Bish. Clarabelle Aguilar White. Drakshan Ahmad. Sayun Hakan Falaran. Aaron Appleton. Sylvestra Arcos. Adam Ashton. Dustin Atlas.
David Balin, Khalid A. Beydoun, Oliver Brown, Amy Callahan, Laura Tezzaro, Chiang Lang Lang Chen, Lucy Chen, Shuangla Chan, Susan Chen, Britt Chong, Elizabeth Cobacho, Emily Dawson, Joey Hawaii Dong, Carl Duff, Jeff Durney, Sausan Iskanter, Jolene Fang, Mary Godfrey, Gu Xinjian, Darlene Guerrero, Sima Hadadin, Luis Miguel Hadsich Girola, Jonathan Jungyu Han, Ula Hemninki Reonen, Pierce Henderson, Jiameng Huang, Jonathan G. Yu Zhang, Kuxin Kong, Crystal Koech, Sam Kraus, Anderson Lay, Dan Lee, Karina Lee, Kai Leo, Yunxi Lu, Tirso Martin Sanchez, Alina May, Rodrigo Milani Medeiros, Jessica O'Donnell, Esther Apeyemi Owalabi, Beatrice Perret Gentil Paris, Umreen Amin Punawala, Tristan Ross, Silvana Rueda, Sam Sheets, Tina Seal, Justine Selsing, Viola Shaw, Zohal Naren Shaw, Aliyah Shainikina, Melanie Shimano, Peter Sims, Spencer Tiberi, Cameron Tribe, Wang Haoyu, Ellie Wu, Drake Xiao, Shuhui Young, Brian Yu, Carter Zenke, Mei Zhang, and the Marshal for the Technology, Innovation, and Education Program, C. Samantha Fletcher.
You all have come to know how much the TIE program values community. You've experienced that together with fellow students and with faculty, and I hope you maintain that spirit now as you begin life as alums. Please keep up your link with us through the TIE lists, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, and let us know where you are and what you are doing. After all, you're joining the global and supportive network of TIE alumni. As you enter this illustrious community of well-placed and influential professionals, please bear in mind that you are now Harvard graduates, speaking with authority and with eloquence. So, while you make the most of all the wonderful connections you will now enjoy, remember, it's not who you know, it's whom. I wish I could reach out and hand a glass to each of you. We'll just have to share this one symbolically. In honor of all your hard work throughout the past year, in recognition of the new and eminently well-deserved Master's in Education degrees you received today, with thanks to the families and loved ones and friends who have supported you, and with confidence in and best wishes for every success in your future, congratulations to you, the TIE graduates of 2021. Stay well and stay in touch.